The CBS hit talk show The Doctors is looking at a disorder that may affect nearly 10% of American women.
I think doctors can tend to minimize, the female experience. A lot of the time, they can make you think it's in your head.
For years, I was telling doctors my symptoms, and I was being told that it wasn't that big a deal.
All doctors don't minimize this. In The Doctor's exclusive, actress Kate Bond and singer Halsey open up about their struggles with endometriosis.
And here to tell us more, the Doctor's co-host, I should say, of The Doctors, Dr. Andrew Ordon and Dr. Nita Landry. Thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Always a pleasure here with our CBS family.
Always.
Here in Los Angeles. Love it. So if we're doing endometriosis, it's my gal right here, my sidekick.
Okay.
I mean, I know a little bit about it, but
She's
knows a lot more about it than I do.
Right. Well, let's go ahead and talk about that. What is endometriosis?
Endometriosis is when the lining that typically is inside of the uterus gets outside of the uterus. For example, it can implant on a woman's ovaries, fallopian tubes, or intestines. And when that happens, it can be very painful because that tissue is still hormonally active outside of the uterus. So it's growing and shrinking, and you're having a little bleeding on the outside, and that blood has nowhere to go. So as you can imagine, that can irritate the tissue.
I call it tissue gone rogue.
Yes,
In
that's
other words,
exactly what it is.
This tissue, endometrium, is supposed to be the lining of the uterus.
Yes.
But for some reason, it goes to other parts of the female organ system where it can cause problems.
My kids are old now, but I've heard the term endometriosis for decades. Why does it still go undiagnosed then?
Well, people go in complaining of heavy periods or pelvic pain, pain with intercourse, and a lot of doctors will say, "Oh, that's just a woman thing, it's just period pain, kind of deal with it."
Do you say that ever?
I don't
As a female doctor?
I
She's a
don't ever say that. I am a listener.
She's what I call a super gyno. She listens.
I do listen. And if you're having heavy periods or pelvic pain, it's not always endometriosis, but when we piece things together clinically, we can say, "Oh, I suspect it might be that." And if we think it's endometriosis, we can start you on some hormonal birth control if that's appropriate, or some other hormonal therapies. We'll recommend over-the-counter medications like non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs. Now, the only way to definitively diagnose endometriosis is to take someone to surgery and take a peek in their belly through laparoscopy. So make a small incision, look in with a camera, and say, "Oh, we see endometriosis." And at that point, we can destroy it during surgery, but it can come back, unfortunately.
All right. You had talked to Kate Bond and the singer Halsey as well. We went through this briefly. What did they have to say?
Well, they talked about how it was such a difficult journey to get the diagnosis. Like so many women around the world, time and time again, year after year, they were misdiagnosed, and people told them, "Oh, it's just period pain," but really it was disrupting their lives. They had severe cases of endometriosis that needed surgical management.
Well, so even if you do surgery, even if you destroy it, there's I would imagine the likelihood of scar tissue. So what's the likelihood that a woman will be able to achieve pregnancy naturally if she's been treated for endometriosis?
So it depends. And so there are different stages. Some people just have a little endometriosis. Some people have a lot. Some people with a little endometriosis have a lot of pain, and some people with a lot of endometriosis don't have very much pain, and the levels of infertility can vary.
So in a woman who is younger, endometriosis, wants to have kids, obviously you want to treat in such a way that you're preserving all of her functioning organs, her uterus, and the rest of the system. Now, for an older woman who's had kids or does want to have kids, then it may entail more aggressive procedures, hysterectomies, removing the ovaries and the tubes as well, if you have a really involved, invasive type of case.
I really want to touch on allergies. Because
Okay.
all of us are suffering from them. What triggers them? What can we do to treat them?
We're having a good week in LA this week because it's cooled off a little bit, and we have the onshore winds. Don't I sound like the weatherman?
You do.
I listen. So, you're going to have good days, you're going to have bad days. But last week when we had the warmer weather with the Santa Anas, I think everybody suffers, even if you're not one of those horrible allergy people. So, watch the weather. Be attuned. What are your triggers? It is the season for pollination, trees and grasses. So be vigilant.
It's good to know that we're not getting calls.
We have to remind everybody when to watch you, because
Yes.
there's a lot more information on the show, The Doctors. It's coming up weekdays, 2 o'clock, right here on CBS.